All right, what's up, guys? Today I have Mac, who actually just finished up my 3-month program, and I wanted to just chat with him a little bit about his experiences in the program and the results that he got. So, how are you doing today, Mac?
Hey, I'm good. Good, Grant. Hope you're doing all right.
Nice, nice. Same here, same here. Well, cool, man. So, first of all, I kind of want to just chat about maybe you can just tell everyone about kind of the some of the results you got and what you were kind of looking to achieve and what you ended up getting out of the program.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So I came into the program, I had been back in the gym weightlifting for maybe like 6 months after years of not doing anything, but it was very like haphazard and kind of disorganized. And so I was looking for some structure. And so I signed up for a 3-month package with you. And main goals were to kind of build a good workout foundation where I felt like I knew more what I wanted to do in terms of routines and what I was, looking to accomplish when I was in the gym lifting. And
Yeah.
the biggest thing for me was I wanted to gain weight and add muscle. And I did gain about 10 pounds in 3 months
Yep.
on your
Yep.
program.
Yep. Yeah, you were crushing it as far as the weight gain went, and it was cool to see your maxes increase as well during the time. Maybe you could tell everybody a little bit about kind of the progression of that, and then also some of the numbers you're shooting for this week with your 1 rep maxes.
Sure, sure. So I've always been on the thinner side, so it's never been like super strong, more of like a runner, soccer player kind of that athletic build. So I went in about 3 months' time. I went from benching, squatting and deadlifting like less than 100 pounds on sets of 8 to doing, 3 sets of 8 over 135 with squat, almost at 135 with the bench, and then 3 sets of 5 up towards around 150 on deadlift. And I'm hoping doing some 1 rep maxes this week. I'm hoping I'm going to get over 200 in the squats and deadlifts and maybe like 175, 180 on the bench, which it'd be huge for me. All you
Yeah,
can do is compete against yourself, right?
absolutely, man, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, I think the big thing to emphasize there is it doesn't matter where you start, right? It's progress and competing against yourself at the end of the day that's important. And like, I think you're a very good example of that, where as you said, weren't starting from a super strong base, but you've made a ton of progress since we got going, and it's only going to continue from there. So
Absolutely. I think I can literally say I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life right now. So
that's awesome, dude.
that's a
That's
good
awesome.
feeling.
Awesome, dude. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. So that's kind of we chatted a bit about the workout program. Maybe talk to me a little bit about the nutrition strategy we rolled out and how you like that.
Yeah, so that was the other core thing besides the workout was the nutrition plan. And
Yeah.
I've never focused on nutrition before, like at all. So I was basically coming in with no knowledge base there.
Yeah.
And it is amazing how important that is for results. Like as soon as we put those two things together, it was like the pounds just started getting added on.
Yep. Yep.
So I was counting calories and protein on everything I ate and drank for
Yeah.
3 months, and it really was eye opening because I, I don't think I don't think if we like had we not implemented the nutrition aspect of it, there's no way I would have
Yep.
gotten close to the results that I saw.
Absolutely. And then that's the biggest thing too that people don't realize is, when you like the nutrition and fitness pieces really do go hand in hand. I think a lot of people think of a fitness program, they think of just workouts in the gym, and obviously that's a big part of it. But if you're not doing what you need to do as far as fueling your body, you're just not going to see the results that you want to see. They really do go hand in hand. So I'm glad
Absolutely.
you were a great example of that during the program. So
Yeah,
um,
and now I feel like I've got a good foundation on both those things to take
definitely,
with me going
yeah,
forward, even if I'm not, being gonna be like actively coached, like I still have that knowledge forever.
100%, 100%, man. Yeah, and maybe we could talk. Maybe the next thing we can dive into a little bit is the accountability piece and how that kind of sets you up for the success going forward. Because essentially, like we'd have the weekly the weekly Zoom call check-ins, and I would also be texting you very regularly during the week, making sure you were following along. But now you feel like you've, gotten to the point where it's almost like the training wheels can kind of come off, and like now what you need to do going forward, and you can hold yourself accountable. Is that kind of what I'm hearing?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I'm excited now to try it without the training wheels, so to speak. But having those was so crucial. Like some of my buddies that I work out with, when I told them that I was doing your program, they were kind of questioning a little bit because they were like, you can find most of that information just online for free, which yeah, I guess maybe you can. I mean, it's still a lot of information to distill, but the accountability is really maybe the most valuable part of the program because like I had
Right.
you there checking in every day, making sure I was
Yeah.
doing what I needed to do. And I don't think I would have built those habits without
Exactly. I
that
think
aspect of it.
exactly. It's like the knowledge is free, but maybe the habits are not, right? Like you can go out and find a lot of this knowledge in Google if you want to sink that time and effort in, which a lot of people don't. But being able to actually implement it in practice and have it work for your specific situation, that's a whole nother animal. And that was one of the things that I really saw us make slow and steady progress with as we went, and get some great results at the end there. And
Yeah.
then yeah, just one or two other quick questions too for you, Max. So one of the other ones is, with my program, I tend to focus on working with people in high stress jobs, and I try to integrate stress management into the program as much as possible because it's an area where I feel like a lot of fitness programs just kind of are lacking and they don't really cover. So maybe we could talk a little bit about some of the stress management techniques we use during the program and how that kind of helped you too.
Absolutely. Yeah. The three major things that we did some daily meditation, just like breath work kind of stuff. We did some cold exposure,
Yeah.
and then we did some journaling. And the breath work and the cold exposure are things that I had dabbled in the past, and feel like any amount of those two things that you do is always such a net positive. So I was happy to have them as part of the program. The journaling I had never done before, and that was actually maybe the biggest of the three for me. I really found more value out of that than I thought that I would going in. So that
Right.
was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think that's one where a lot of people don't realize, you have all these thoughts in your head. Just getting them down on paper is so key. So I'm glad you got a lot of value out of that piece too. Um, so kind of the last thing I want to ask you here is just, is there anything else you'd like to share about the program or any other pieces of value you feel like you got out of it that we haven't already kind of covered?
The other big part of it that you didn't mention would be the community. The community was a nice
Yeah.
aspect to it. You've got
Good.
the Discord channel with other people that you either are actively training or have trained in the past, and that was just like a nice bonus. It's not the core of the program, but it's nice to have that
Yeah.
space where you can kind of talk about workouts and meal plans and just get
Yeah.
support, and it's cool that you just got that built in to the program.
100%, 100%. Yeah, and so for those of you watching who don't know, I offer a Discord community as part of my one-on-one coaching program as well with my other clients in it. I'm also considering offering that as a standalone option in the future as well, just the community by itself without the coaching program. But as a former client like Mac, he can actually have lifetime access to that free of charge. So it's I'm glad that you got a good value out of that, and that I'm sure you will continue to get good value out of that going forward, Mac. So cool, man. Well, it was awesome chatting about this, and I really enjoyed our time together, man. It was a lot of fun.
Hey, me too, Grant. I really appreciate it, man. 100%.
Cool.